Hey, everybody. It is our last day. We are getting started with the Friday of Freelance Business Week. And I have a couple of our organizers with us Kevin out of Tampa, Emily out of Washington, D.C. So we got Kevin and the Emilys.
Hey, Emily, how are you?
I am doing pretty good, moving a
Hi,
little
Emily,
slow
how
this
are
morning.
you?
Good morning.
Yeah, it's well, we do other projects together, so we're pretty used to being called the Emilys.
Yeah, this is definitely the thorn between two roses. So,
Well, guys, how did it go for you? I know that both of you have wrapped up your weeks, and Kevin was just kind of telling me a little bit about just kind of what it opened up for him.
yeah, yeah, it was a great week, and I didn't have a whole lot going on. I've
Right.
had 4 events total, one of those in person, and just had a wonderful time Monday evening in downtown St. Petersburg, getting together with some of our fellow freelancers, and it was kind of funny because it was kind of a co-sponsored by my good friend Kristen Corpian, who's an attorney, and so we had sort of the little cluster of attorneys over here and the little cluster of PR people over here, and then a few oddballs in between, but we had a wonderful time, and it was great to
Right.
be back out in person with a fairly small intimate group, and then forward with 3 great virtual sessions, and I was so excited. I just love doing this, Emily. So
Awesome. And I think, Emily, you guys did something along the same lines in DC.
We did.
Put your
We
toe in
did.
the water.
Yeah, so to echo what Kevin said, we had a wonderful time in DC getting to know the local freelance community a bit better. We had one live event on Monday at WeWork downtown. Huge shout out to WeWork for providing us space. So thank you for that. And then we led 2 virtual sessions, one dedicated to the government contracting community, and one that was on a topic more broadly about freelancing in the DC area. Had a great time meeting folks, doing some speed networking, some great panels, and we very much appreciate everyone that showed up.
Awesome. And then Cami out of Houston just joined us. I know you guys wrapped up last night too. How was the dinner events?
Actually, we have one tonight too,
Oh,
so we're not
awesome.
quite done yet.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, no, yeah, no, it's been really great. Definitely slow going getting people in, because it's been, I think, just getting people in person is just, it's hard to leave your house after you've been in your house for so long.
I think we forgot how to do it.
Yeah. But you just have to do it. So we also found a really great space. So I love what Emily said about WeWork. We are working with Impact Hub here
Yeah.
in Houston, and Grace and her team, and it's been really great. And we're going to continue meeting there with Social Media Breakfast, which is something that we run, which has a lot of the freelancers in it, as well as others. But it's been great. I mean, I think that I'm really glad we did this. It's been a very busy week, though. I'll tell you that.
And I have an introduction for you. I have someone that has written in and said they'd like to do something in Houston as well. So
Great.
maybe you'll have even more help next year.
I hope so.
So would you guys mind going through real quick? I don't want to take a ton of everybody's time, but I would like to know if you had like one big highlight of your week. And I know all of you guys put your toe in the water, kept it a little bit small because one, it was either your first years or it was the first year out and about again.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'll just say again, just to repeat again, I had 3 great virtual sessions. I had my good friend Kristen Corpian, who's an attorney out of Miami, but also offices in Tampa, and focuses on smaller businesses, freelancers, contractors, as far as her legal work. And she's become a great partner in helping us sponsor our event Monday evening. And so I was just sharing, we had a group of the PR folks on one side and the attorneys on the other side. And we eventually got together and had a wonderful time together, and that was great. And then we had a virtual session on virtual assistants, which was kind of cool because we had not only the person who is the client, but their virtual assistant, and then the company that provided the virtual assistant. So we had all the people at the table on the screen, I should say. It was a wonderful session, and then we closed out with one called Tiny Habits. A good friend of mine who does coaching and training, and that was a lot of fun too. So it was a great week. I got to say, Monday night the in person was probably the highlight, and got a lot of fun social media buzz out of that too. So
Cool. I think Emily kind of had the same experience with Washington, didn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say that our live event on Monday was definitely the highlight because we just saw so many wonderful faces in person. Like Cami said, I think we really have forgotten how to get out of the house. I'm happy to be back home in my yoga pants today with my bun, my headband. But with that said, the thing I appreciated the most about the experience was that all of our speakers, all of our panelists, all of our attendees, the thing that we all really came to recognize by the end of the week is just how important it is to build your network and grow your network and build a community. As one of our panelists said, your network is your net worth. So this is a great forum to be able to come together, build that network, and grow your community.
How about you, Cami?
Yeah. So I agree so much with what both Emily and Kevin have said. I kind of expect tonight to be pretty much our biggest event, which is
Oh,
makes
wow.
sense, right?
Nice.
So
Yeah.
I don't know how many more are going to come, but I've opened it up to 15, so we can have up to 15. We'll see what happens.
All right.
But on Monday and Tuesday, we did 2 days of programming, but I did them as half days. Like, so
Yeah.
one was in the morning, one was in the afternoon. I was just trying something different. Like, instead of trying to hold people all day long
All day long.
in a space, I was trying to do this. And so that went really well, I think. And on Monday, we really focused in on video, how to be more confident on camera, and then also Instagram and how to like build your Instagram account for your business. And then on Tuesday, we had more three speakers actually, and one was on how to start your podcast. So we have a really great guy who knows how to do podcasting, and he helps small businesses with their podcasts all the time. And then I also had a lawyer, Kevin. It's really crazy. So I had Travis Crabtree. He owns Swift Filings and also Trademark Engine, which are both nationwide SaaS products. Really, really cool. Both startups. He's a startup guy here in Houston, and he can get your LLC done. Plus, he can also do your trademarks right on his website. So it's pretty cool.
I need to talk to him.
Yes, you do. So we'll connect you. So
I love that.
He's great. He's amazing. And then I also had one more, which was Felicia, and she actually talked about how to get PR for your small business, like how to be on, the as seen on slates that so many of us have. Like, how do you get one of those? She kind of talked to us about that. So it was a really good programming, like excellent programming.
People have asked me, why a week? It's a long time. And the things that you guys have just proven to me once again, why a week is the thing, right? One, you can take a day off or do half days. I can't wait to hear even more about what you pulled from that, Cami. But a couple of things happen. Is one, when you're meeting new people, you can go to a networking event and you meet somebody, and very rarely do you actually really remember them. But if you spend a week going to events, different sessions, and you see them over and over, then you begin to build relationships. So you walk away from the week with some actual new relationships because you spent more than one hour or 45-minute or session with them. And on top of that, you build the whole week. Like Cami said, tonight might actually be their biggest session because now I've built some relationships. I've gotten to know some of these people, and I don't want it to end to some degree. So I'm going to take this one last chance to sit around a table and really get to connect and hang out with them.
I also think that you're going to have like, in order to build this, like you have to meet more than once a year, right? So this is the first time we've ever done anything like this in Houston for the freelance community, or at least me. There are some cool groups in Houston, like pockets. I told you about this in our one-on-one, is that there's all these different groups and people, but nobody's really talking to each other. So I'm hoping that this will catch their attention and go, oh my gosh, I should be a part of that. Why am I not a part of that? And that's great. I'm glad, because that's going to make it much stronger.
And I do have ideas, but I'm not going to share that right here. We can talk about it behind the scenes a little bit more of how to do exactly what you're talking about. Well, guys, thank you so much for sharing with us today and just letting everybody know, one, what it was like in your cities, because it's National Freelance Business Week. We did the whole big virtual thing. I saw a couple of you in and out on some of the sessions because I knew you were doing your own stuff locally. And we still have 3 sessions left today that I think are going to be absolutely pivotal for people to check out. So I want to spend a little bit of time going over that. So today is, again, our last day as a virgin. And like Cammie said, they have one last day. John out in Asheville is, man, he's got a lot. He's got, I think, a whole full day still ahead of him. He really knocked it out of the park. Denver, I think, has a session this morning, and then they're, wrapping up their week. So they had a lot of really cool, just like you said, Cammie, just some really great content that got put together out in Denver. And then today we're going to be talking about, in the virtual space, we will be talking about 2 sessions on AB5. The first session is if you have no idea what AB5 is, why you should care, and if you think it's just a California problem, I'm just here to tell you you were ill-informed. And this is the 15, 20-minute session just to talk about what it is and how it impacts freelance businesses. Then immediately following that, we're going to do a panel with Kim Cavan, which is going to be the one that's helping us all understand AB5. And then 4 of our colleagues out inside of Fight for Freelancers. And one of them is in California. She picked up the fight, and she made it hers because it was in her own backyard. She's going to talk about how it literally impacted her business and what they had to deal with. And then everyone else in that group is really just going to talk about the things that are happening, the amicus brief that just got put in, the 275,000 freelancers that are behind it, what we need to do, why we need to do it, and why it matters. And then we're going to wrap the day up with a conversation around Web3. Where is the money in Web3? Everybody talks about Web3 as the next frontier. That's cool. That's awesome. But yeah, how do you get paid doing Web3? And it turns out that you can. There's some interesting opportunities. So come out and hang out with us for a little bit there, and then we'll do a super quick wrap up after that last session. And then we're going to call that a wrap. And National Freelance Business Week 2022 is in the books.
I only have one question for you, Emily.
Okay.
Are you going to get a creator coin for National Freelance Business Week?
I don't know what a creator coin is.
Okay, that's Web3 stuff. Okay, well, we will talk behind the scenes about creator coins.
Yes, please. Because, yeah, obviously I need to go to the Web3.
All of us do. We're all there.
We all do. I have started looking at the Oculus headsets, and so I reached out to my mentor this morning on LinkedIn and said, I'm getting an Oculus. Our next time we meet, maybe we can meet, upgrade it and do it inside the metaverse. And just the fact that I used 2 words inside her sphere, she's going to be so happy. Oculus and metaverse.
Y'all are way ahead of me. I tell you, just real quick, I mean, one of the great things about this week is even old guys like me learn new things. The first time I've ever broadcast to YouTube from StreamYard. And I tested it out and everything went flawless. And I was so excited that everything went well. So, learn new things. I don't know about this Web3 stuff, but...
You and I, Kevin, the metaverse next year.
I'm telling you, we're all going to be there.
I got a brand new iPhone. So what, other than that, what can I,
I'm hanging out with my Margaritaville cup, and I'm good to go.
There you go.
We're breaking out of the box. We're breaking out of the phone, Kevin. Got to break out of the phone.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. YouTube is so last year.
Yes.
See,
I've been streaming on YouTube since 2015. Okay. What do you do?
Okay, I know. I'd never done it before, so I set
Good
up
job.
my own YouTube page, and there you go. Everything went great.
Yeah, I love it. It's a great tool.
Yes, you did awesome.
We did.
All right, guys, if you do not have a ticket yet for today, the sessions today are included in the free ticket, so you can still go and grab that. If you want to be able to watch all the replays, because we had some absolutely phenomenal sessions inside of the virtual event, you can still get that ticket as well. It's $19, and we have people standing by if you have any questions. So I think I'm going to give everybody a few minutes back to their day. We talked about doing this over 30 minutes, but I don't know about you guys, but it has been a week, and it's been an awesome week. But I think we're all ready to take a little bit of a break before this next session starts, and I will see you guys inside of Broad. Thanks again.
Thank
Bye.
you all. Bye-bye.
It's great to see everybody.